Okay, so another brief story here. This one is just an update. We've been talking a lot for years, but more recently about the expansion of biometrics and digital IDs. As you guys know, the European Union, as of October 18th, just started doing biometrics all over all the EU member nations, the 29 Schengen nations. Now, if you want to go between there, now it's not fully rolled out everywhere, but they're saying by April it'll be completed and concluded. Even Mexico, where I live, is starting to toy with the idea of some of these programs. And the US, of course, has the Real ID, mobile driver's licenses, these type of programs, which are starting to expand. And I definitely think you should be keeping an eye on this. Now, this new rule, it only applies to foreigners coming to the US, but still, it's something we need to pay attention to. DHS issues new travel rule for all foreigners, including green card holders. This is just reported the night before I'm recording this, a couple days before I'm recording this. U.S. is planning to photograph every non-citizen as they enter and leave the country, citing much improved facial recognition technology. This is called an entry and exit system, and Donald Trump has been saying this was coming for years. According to a filing in the Federal Register on Friday, U.S. Customs and Border Protection will expand on the photo and data gathering already in place at land, sea, and airport borders in an effort to crack down on fraudulent travel documents and increase national security. The new rules would apply to all non-U.S. citizens, including immigrants living in the country and those with green cards. So not yet for U.S. citizens, but for everybody else. And how long do you think it'll take before it goes to the U.S. citizens? While the rule was first floated in 2021, the changes are part of a wider effort by the Trump administration to tighten border controls and prevent illegal immigration using the new technology. Like I was just telling you guys, the illegal immigration is the whole excuse for why this is all going to expand. Now, look, let me show you for those who are watching on screen. See how the Border Patrol agent right there, this is, of course, this is a foreigner. So again, this won't apply to you anymore, I guess. But Americans, when you come up to Border Patrol and you're checking in and they ask you to look into this camera, sometimes it looks like little goggles. You can say no to that for now. And we need more of you to say no to that as long as you can. Step to the side. Don't step in front of it. Don't let them take a picture of you. Say, no, thank you. Here's my passport. It's legal. You're fine to do it. Foreigners, I'm sorry, but as of now and could be going into full effect December 26, 2025, you're not going to have an option. The new measures, which, as I said, will go into effect at the end of December, would allow border authorities to photograph non-citizens at any point of departure from the country. Other biometric data will also be collected. While the Border Patrol already asked visitors, immigrants with visa and green cards, and some U.S. citizens to have their photo and fingerprints taken, and the TSA does use facial recognition to verify travel documents at some airports, which is also optional, by the way. You can say no to the TSA facial recognition. No, thank you. Step to the side, hand them your passport. Requiring this data on every exit will be new. So they've been testing it out the last couple of years, and now it's mandatory for foreigners and visa holders and green card holders. Border Patrol would also be given permission to use facial recognition technology for children under 14 and those over 79, which are currently exempt. So even for your kids, if they want to scan your kids' faces, they can use it. The Trump administration said that having a fully integrated entry-exit system like this would make it easier for DHS to track immigrants who overstay their visas and who are seeking to circumvent immigration laws in other ways. Border Patrol acknowledged that the difficulties in rolling out the system without dedicated secure exit lanes at ports, but said that the improvements in facial recognition technology now allow this to be addressed. Border Patrol will create a gallery of images associated with individuals, including photos taken by border agents and from passports and other travel documents. These will then be compared directly with live photos taken at entry and exit points. So they're going to have your very own profile on Border Patrol where they got all your photos, and they're going to take a new photo of you and they're going to compare them together and say, yep, you look like the same person. So in its filing, the Border Patrol, their specific word said, implementing an integrated biometric entry-exit system that compares biometric data of aliens collected upon arrival with biometric data collected upon departure helps address the national security concerns arising from terrorism, fraudulent use of travel documents, aliens remaining in the U.S. beyond their period of stay, or are present in the U.S. without being admitted or paroled, as well as incorrect or incomplete biographic data for travelers. They're saying this is going to be fully rolled out within 3 to 5 years, and the public comment period is expected to open on October 27th, today. So think about that. They announced that it's going to happen, and then there's supposed to be a public comment period Whether that makes a difference, I don't know. But if you want to go find the public comment period on the Federal Register, go ahead. Maybe it'll make a difference. I highly doubt it, unfortunately, but that's another important one. And this is just what I've been telling you is coming. Trump said himself, we will have biometric entry exit system by air, by land, and by sea. And it's starting with foreigners first, guys. And they said it's going to be rolled out over the next couple of years. It's going to be implemented fully by December 26, 2025, but it's going to take a couple of years for it to go everywhere in every port and airport and things of that sort. But it's coming, my friends, and you can guarantee it's coming for U.S. citizens not far behind it. That means you need to make a choice. Will you continue to fly in these situations? Are you going to continue to fly even though it might mean handing over your face print and your biometric data? I know there's a lot of people in the EU that are starting to have these conversations and ask themselves that. And I have friends here in the US who are traveling back and forth who are also trying to figure that out. And that's something we need to consider. It's up to you to decide. I can't tell you whether that's the right move to do. I wouldn't do it. So you need to build yourself a life that's not dependent on their systems as much as possible. And you need to start right now. This is why Exit and Build is so important. This is why taking the 10-week challenge over at Civil is important, or downloading my book for free at theconsciousresistance.com/how-to and learning the Exit and Build strategy, or watching one of my dozens and dozens of presentations on these ideas so you can exit from these systems before it's too late. That our friends over at Above Phone, Take Back Our Tech, my buddy Hakeem Anwar, they have just released what I think is honestly one of the best reports I've ever seen, especially for the fact that it's all free information. Life Under Digital ID, a global analysis with solutions. This is an entire report based on all of the existing digital ID programs across the world. So this is not just US based. This is not just UK based, not Mexico. This is all over the world. And you can find out, I mean, it's pretty definitive. He did like a giant report and I told him it's really good. It's also way too much and way too, a little bit maybe too tech savvy, tech focused for most people. So they're now offering it. They've trimmed it down. They've made it, I think, really perfect. It tells you where they're being rolled out, where they will be mandatory, what's life like under digital ID, how much time you have, and what you can do about it. All you got to do is just sign up for their email list right here. I will put this in the show notes, or you can just go to abovephone.com/digital-ID, abovephone.com/digital-ID. And I'll put that in the show notes over at theconsciousresistance.com. So that's worth checking out.
Since 2012, the Conscious Resistance Network has been an independent media organization focused on empowering individuals through education, philosophy, health, and community organizing. We work to create a world where corporate and state power do not rule over the lives of free human beings. Our motto is leading by example and helping others in their pursuit of freedom. Visit theconsciousresistance.com to find our articles, documentaries, interviews, podcasts, books, and more. Remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free.